Electric hydrogen is the green hydrogen industry first unicorn. Sounds interesting, no? Investors have historically been skeptical of green hydrogen. High production cost, expensive infrastructure build, competition with batteries, and minimal government support have made the green hydrogen sector a risky bet. But at least one company, Electric Hydrogen, seems to have found a way to convince investors that its tech is a bet they should take. The company is Electric Hydrogen, EH2, a Massachusetts-based green hydrogen technology company, has just become green hydrogen first unicorn with a 380 million Series C raise that brought its valuation up to $1 billion. Part of the apparent success in the company technology, EH2 engineers designed and built all critical electrolyzer components in-house in the company Massachusetts lab. They increased performance to decrease cost, a move that came from Rafi Garabedian, EH2 CEO and former Chief Technology Officer at First Solar. Garabedian's co-founder Dave Eaglesham was also previous First Solar CTO. So basically, those two guys came together and said, "Hey guys, we are going to create the best technology ever for the whole American users." Basically, selling electrolyzers, not hydrogen. Another differentiator for electric hydrogen is the company business model, which is set up to sell cheaper electrolyzers to hydrogen producers rather than the hydrogen itself. It's similar to how solar panel manufacturers sell panels to clean energy developers. By 2030, EH2 hopes to allow customers to produce hydrogen in states with plenty of renewable energy like Texas for about $1.50 per kilogram, which is about how much it costs when it's made from natural gas. Electric hydrogen seems to be on a roll. Last month, the company was selected to equip new Fortis Energy green hydrogen plant in Texas. NVE is expecting first hydrogen production in Q4 2024 with full commercial operation in 2025. After reading this story, I have to say that this is looking good at first, but then we have to think about the effects. Okay, we have come with some solutions. We have come with some sort of a bright future, but what are the effects? Because in this article they didn't say anything about effects. They mentioned about a new technology, about the cost, which is very interesting, but I want to see the effects. This is my concern. Okay, the next story is Netflix that is saying that it's waiting for the strikes to end before jacking up prices. Basically, in this article, Netflix is saying that they want to increase the price after the actor strike and writers will be over. After Netflix that is increasing prices and they didn't said by how much, Discovery Plus says that they are going to increase the prices from $6.99 to $8.99. Well, that's an increase of $2. Is not significant, but I think it's going to add more profit for them. So for them, it's going to be very significant. For the normal user, they are not going to feel it. Netflix's last price increase was in January 2022 when its ad-free standard plan went from $14 to $15.49 per month, and its 4K plan went from $18 to $20 per month. Those prices look a lot different from Netflix debut monthly pricing, $7.99 or $11.99 for 4K. To be honest, after seeing a lot of inflation, these prices make sense. It doesn't make sense the story with sharing password to be over, but this is a story for a different time. Now at the end I want to talk about the September record hitting. So September's record shattering hit was absolutely gobsmackingly bananas. I have to be honest, I never seen this sort of statement, but let's dive in. So, the global temperature numbers for September are in and they are not good. This month was, in my professional opinion as a climate scientist, absolutely gobsmackingly bananas. Ziki Housefather posted Tuesday on X. Christina Dahl, principal climate scientist at the Union of Concerned Scientists, read that I've been sitting at my desk trying to think of a better way to describe that, but I can't. Dahl says. It's just shocking. So the house father is describing the next graph this way. The graph below, created by Housefather, a researcher at the climate group Berkeley Earth, shows temperature anomalies, meaning how high each month was above a historical average baseline temperature. Each multicolored line represents a previous year, color-coded by decade. The 1990s, for example, are the lines in yellow. The solid black line is 2023, and it has been soaring above the other science May. It stops in the month of September, which beat the prior monthly record by more than 0.5 degrees Celsius. This September was on average 1.8 degrees Celsius hotter than pre-industrial levels, well above the Paris Agreement goals of keeping temperature from rising more than 1.5 degrees Celsius. What unfolded all summer has been a mixture of climate science factors, some of which are well understood and others that are more uncertain. A little bit of uncertainty, along with some extra heat, is being injected into the process right now by El Nino. Basically, in this section, it's about how El Nino is affecting the global temperature. He is mentioning about Hunga Tonga volcanic eruption and how was influenced. So last year, massive Hunga Tonga volcanic eruption may also still be having a small warming influence. Volcanoes can cool the climate dramatically by firing aerosols into the atmosphere and blocking the sun, but not Hunga Tonga. Because it was so big and because it was underwater, it put a bunch of water vapor in the atmosphere, says Marble. Water vapor is actually a planet warming greenhouse gas. Continuing with this article, such extremes are alarming to scientists, both in terms of how quickly we are approaching the Paris threshold and how gnarly the effects of climate change are already in. So fiercer rainfall, like the precipitation that flooded New York City in late September, more massive hurricanes like this season's Lee and Idalia, more vicious wildfires like the one that obliterated Maui city of Lahaina in August, the proliferation of bacteria and fungi that thrive in a warmer world. The things that are mentioning here are very concerning, but especially bacteria and fungi. Think about this is going to take effect in a very huge way. If the last pandemic it was not that bad, trust me, climate change are going to increase these things and we are going to be affected. The last thing that I want to mention in this article is this phrase. This is not about our grandchildren, this is not about polar bears, this is not about some place far away. This is affecting us right now, says Marble. What the science says is that every tenth of a degree matters. Every ton of emissions that can be avoided matters. If the world passes 1.5, then you shoot for 1.6. If it passes 1.6, you shoot for 1.7. And I think we know now, after this year, how 1.5 is not safe. I have nothing else to say than our consumption, our greed for profit is going to sink our desires and bury us with it.